The Apache are a group of culturally related Native American tribes in the southwestern United States, which include the Chiricahua, Chicarilla, the Lipan, Mescalero, Membrino, Naninada, Salinero, the Plains, and Western Apache. Yes, I know I butchered those, but bear with me. Distant cousins of the Apache are the Navajo, with whom they share the southern Athabascan languages. There are Apache communities in Oklahoma and Texas, and reservations in Arizona and New Mexico. Apache people have moved throughout the United States and elsewhere, including urban centers. The Apache nations are politically autonomous, speak several different languages, and have distinct cultures. Historically, the Apache homelands have consisted of high mountains, sheltered and watered valleys, deep canyons, deserts, and the southern Great Plains, including areas in what is now eastern Arizona, northern Mexico, and New Mexico, West Texas, and southern Colorado. These areas are collectively known as Apacheria. The Apache tribes fought the invading Spanish and Mexican peoples for centuries. The first Apache raids on Sonora appear to have taken place during the late 17th century. In 19th century confrontations during the American Indian Wars, the U.S. Army found the Apache to be fierce warriors and skillful strategists. The Chicarilla are headquartered in Dulce, New Mexico, while the Mascarello are headquartered in Mascarello, New Mexico. The Western Apache, located in Arizona, is divided into several reservations, which cross-cut cultural divisions. The Western Apache reservations include the Fort Apache Indian Reservation, San Carlos Apache Indian Reservation, Yavapai Apache Nation, and Tonto Apache Reservation. The Chiricahua were divided into two groups after they were released from being prisoners of war. The majority moved to the Mescalero Reservation and formed with the larger Mescalero political group. The Mescalero Apache tribe of the Mescalero Apache Reservation, along with the Lipan Apache. The other Chiricahua are enrolled in the Fort Sill Apache tribe of Oklahoma, headquartered in Apache, Oklahoma. The Plains Apache are located in Oklahoma, headquartered around Anadarko, and they're federally recognized as the Apache tribe of Oklahoma. The Apache and Navajo tribal groups of the North American Southwest speak related languages of the Athabascan language family. Other Athabascan-speaking people in North America continue to reside in Alaska, Western Canada, and the Northwest Pacific Coast. Anthropological evidence suggests that the Apache and Navajo peoples lived in these same northern locales before migrating to the southwest, sometime between 1200 AD and 1500. The Apache's nomadic way of life complicates accurate dating, primarily because they constructed less substantial dwellings than other southwestern groups. Since the early 21st century, substantial progress has been made in dating and distinguishing their dwellings and other forms of material culture. They left behind a more austere set of tools and material goods than other southwestern cultures. The Athabascan-speaking group probably moved into areas that were concurrently occupied or recently abandoned by other cultures. Other Athabascan speakers, perhaps including the Southern Athabascan, adapted many of their neighbors' technology and practices in their own cultures. Thus, sites where early Southern Athabascans may have lived are difficult to locate and even more difficult to firmly identify as culturally Southern Athabascan. There are several theories about Apache migrations. One suggests that they moved into the southwest from the Great Plains. In the mid-16th century, these mobile groups lived in tents, hunted bison and other game, and used dogs to pull travois loaded with their possessions. Substantial numbers of the people and a wide range were recorded by the Spanish in the 16th century. April 1541, while traveling on the plains east of the Pueblo region, Francisco Coronado referred to the people as dog nomads. He wrote, after 17 days of travel, I came upon a rancherian of Indians who follow these cattle, bison. These natives are called cuanderechos. They do not cultivate in the land, but eat raw meat and drink the blood of the cattle they kill. They dress in the skins of the cattle, with which all the people in this land clothe themselves, and they have very well-constructed tents, made with tanned and greased cowhides, in which they live and which they take along as they follow the cattle. They have dogs, which they load to carry their tents, poles, and belongings. The Spanish describes plains dogs as very white with black spots and not much larger than water spaniels. That's it for now, and remember, if it's more interesting, you can find it here. Thanks, guys.